Welcome back to another episode of Bread in Captivity Reactions. And we're here to talk about Squid Games, the challenge, the social experiment of a show that was Squid Games, the OG one that came out of Korea, blockbuster success on Netflix. And part of the reason it was so successful was because of the twisted predicament it put these characters in. And now we got to see it play out in real life. I'm joined in the studio by my producer. We're here to get into it. What did you think?
I loved it. So far, obviously, I've only watched what was released up to episode 5, but it's been very interesting to see all the characters come together and people make decisions under stress.
You watched all 5? Whoa. I only watched the first 2 because that's what we agreed to record for. So.
This goes to show you can't trust anyone.
Cool. You'll have to make sure that you don't provide any spoilers to me or the people who are seeing the title that says episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah, of course.
Okie dokie. So it starts off immediately with the red light, green light game. And that is just thinning the herd. I think they got rid of more than half of the people with that one game. They got rid of like 250 people. I saw that one woman give up when she was just in that painful squat, I guess. That was wild.
That was really crazy. I don't know how long she held the squat for, but I think that that's something that most people should be able to do. But
stakes are high.
And $4.65 million and you give up on a squat hold?
That's tough.
Like, you knew that it was going to be a physically intensive game coming in.
That's what I'm saying. And why stop in a squat? It can't be easy to stop in a squat. It's not like you're running in squats. You have to literally put yourself in that position to stop in it. What a foolish choice. I didn't feel bad for her. She had to go. And that's part of thinning the herd. 107 finished first and caught the attention of a lot of people, namely that buff macho dude 432.
Brighton, oh my goodness. Most disliked character on the show quite easily.
I immediately don't like it.
I found it quite hilarious in his interview that he was defending himself for not being cocky as he described all the ways in which he was cocky.
The confessionals humanized almost everybody but him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not even joking. The confessions humanized almost everybody but this guy. I was waiting for him to tell me some sort of sob story that was going to make me feel like, this is why you're being like this. I get you now. But he just dunked on his own mom and kept it pushing. And I was like, damn! That is tough.
Oh, yeah. And that comment he made about the same shit happened to you, happened to me, but I'm just not complaining about it. Bro, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you with certainty not.
Yeah. Let me assure you, pal, Mr. 6 foot, good looking, healthy high school football player frat boy.
The unfortunate reality was that he actually really fit that stereotype of a frat boy. He was trying to not seem like it, but he came across exactly that way.
Get annoyed for someone calling you a frat boy and then like chasing them down the stairs and being like, I'll beat you up outside of this thing.
Because he's mentally 15 years old. That's the only logical explanation here. This is a late mental development that we're seeing.
Get out of my face with that nonsense. Mom-son duo right from the beginning.
Oh my God. They have my heart. Yeah, absolutely. I thought they were really, really sweet. They were so excited to be there together, and the son was just so proud of his mom. It was really nice to see.
And she was like a pro athlete or something like that. She was holding her own. When he crossed the line in red light, green light, and he was so happy, but he was like, my mom is there.
I know, the concern.
I was so nervous. And then I could not help but think what it would be like if I were competing with my own mother.
Oh my God, I'm ruined.
We are not the same.
We would be out so fast. It would be red light, green light. She would be like, should I stop now? And I'd be like, shut up, Mom!
I don't understand anything. I'm very frightened.
Oh my God. We'd be causing a scene on the way out. I'd be like, look what you did.
Security.
And she'd be like, I thought I was supposed to do something. And I'd be like, you're dead. Don't move. They shot you. I was thinking about that when I saw them working together, that woman running, doing all that stuff with her son. And I was just thinking, bro, there's no way that I could be on a show like this with my mother.
You see, I can't be on a show like that with my mom, not because of communication skills, but because of the fact that she has such severe arthritis that when it gets cold, she's out. For the mental challenges, I want my mom there. Red light, green light, I don't know.
My mom would mentally weaken me, and if that arthritis started flaring up when I needed her to freaking be carving some sort of of shape. Let me tell you something. Mom or no mom, sympathy's running short, bro. It's a game. If we're counting on each other and you're looking at me with those brittle fingers inside there shaking while you try, I'm pissed. Ma, why did you agree to this?
You knew what was at stake.
You knew it. And then you're being recorded, so you have to be like nice.
Oh, yeah, on your best behavior.
my
You can't let them know what you're actually like behind closed doors, because that's a call for CPS.
Nah, see, my mom would make me break character because there's just an anger that you feel with family members that you just don't reach.
It's not the same.
With strangers. And I admire their relationship,
Yeah,
knowing
absolutely.
full well it's not something that I can
It
have.
was so optimistic.
And
That's
he
not
was
how
like-
it would go.
He was like, the more time I spend with my mom, the more time I want to spend with her. I was like,
Yeah, if my family were there, we would be fighting so fast. 4 million? Forget about it.
Immediately.
I'm out.
red light, green light, we are all going home, the whole family. And we're arguing for the next year about it too. Every event that comes up, every birthday, holiday, it's going to be coming up. Who messed up the game? Who was moving first? Who didn't understand the instructions? All that stuff is going to be the only subject of every family gathering for a long time. Yo, I couldn't.
My dad asking me, can you take the garbage out? Okay, you want me to take the garbage? Well, who failed at red light, green light? You better green light your way to the garbage chute.
Oh my gosh. Let my mom ask me to do anything after I saw her fail. No, you know what? I'm going to try. I'll try to be nice, but I can't compete with my family.
No.
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 So
Nope,
good for them.
We
Good
can't
for
be on
them.
the same team. We are a group of people who are related by blood, but if we met out in the wild and like had never known each other and were forced to be on some sort of survivor-like team, we're dead. We're dead.
I'm eliminating you first.
We are dead. We are dead. Holy smoke. And then you have that first challenge that comes up with that girl.
Oh, Danny, player 134.
134 and was it 101? Oh,
Yes,
134
Kyle,
and
yeah.
101. They were peeling carrots and they got the option to eliminate somebody or help somebody. Both of them wanted to eliminate somebody, but they tried to be like, oh, man.
No, you go. Okay.
Like, should we
No,
help
you know
someone?
what? I actually felt that in that situation, Kyle was more easily influenced into making the decision of eliminating, because he did mention going the other route. But Danny did say that if it were somebody else, they would probably choose to eliminate you, because
I thought he said that. He said like if somebody else were there and they reach back a hand and help you out. And
Okay,
he was
maybe I'm misremembering it.
He was
Maybe I'm
very
misremembering.
excited when she was like, "Oh yeah, maybe you're right." And then they were like, "But to eliminate 200, you see, that's the problem with his strategy. To go around and friend everybody up was a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, because now everybody you're at the top of their mind. Everybody knows who you are.
You never want to be the loudest or the most recognizable.
Never, not in a crowd this big, because people are going to be painting targets.
Exactly.
But what would you do? Would you get into an alliance?
Okay, just based on personality, I don't think I would get into an alliance immediately. I think up until the time when the group has been kind of withered away to the point where everybody recognizes faces, I would kind of keep to myself. Be like that silent, not the really weird silent one, but the one that people are like, nah, she's not even a threat, And
Yeah.
then eventually, once it got to a point where I had to, I would group up.
Yeah, I feel you. I would probably just be pleasant,
Yes,
but quiet,
absolutely.
Definitely flying in the middle. I don't want to be hated.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, she's such a weirdo sitting there in the corner by herself. What's her deal?
But you don't want to be over the top either.
Exactly.
And that's
I'll
how I
mingle.
felt 432 was. Sorry. That's how I felt player 432 was. Just so over the top, Brighton. So over the top, so caricature-y, so, I don't give a shit, this is who I am. You need to go to therapy, dude.
Something was up with He was triggered by something. Maybe being locked up in that place triggered him some way. The guy was forcing people to work out, forcing people to exercise.
I don't know if he was forcing, though, because those guys kind of looked like they were those, fitness kind of dudes who were
They were doing it to impress.
Yeah, I could imagine. Because he is like the biggest guy there. He's athletic. He is a threat. So you kind of, in the beginning, want him on your side rather than against you.
Man was just looking at the furniture, asking about, do you want to do dips on this? Do you want to
I'm
do
getting my pump. Oh, look, I feel a
Get
pump.
the heck out of here. Suppose you had a challenge right after that and your arms are done up and tired. Was that supposed to be like some sort of display of strength to intimidate the other people?
Maybe Maybe you're just bored though. Because coming back to that cage, being in that environment, what else is there to do? There's no sense of time for you. You don't know what's going to happen. Everything is dictated by other people. So like an animal, you're kind of like, oh my God, I have to do something. I got to do something. I get that.
Yeah, I get that. Another standout player for me, and this person struggled so much, and I feel bad for finding it so funny, but 299.
I don't know. I have to admit.
Yeah.
My God, why is there vomit everywhere?
That man was throwing up in his mouth.
That was Spencer, the software engineer. And at first I did feel kind of poorly towards like the situation because he was being bullied by Brighton. But then afterwards I did think about it, and it is a game. Going in that people are not going to be at their best behavior. They're going to be manipulative,
he was soft.
Ugly. Yeah.
He painted a target on himself. First of all, when that was a crazy situation. You come into a room, you line up 1, 2, 3, 4. Grandma knew that 4 was an unlucky number in Korean. Mom and son, the mom and son combo. The mom said to
Leanne,
Leanne said 4 is an unlucky number in Korean, and she didn't want to go.
Good for her. That was that her intuition was 100%
came in
correct.
clutch.
Yeah,
came in clutch. When those people who were at the front of the line found out what they were going to go in for, wow. Let me tell you,
the minute I saw them all running towards 1, 2, 3, 4, wanting to be the first, that is the stupidest strategy.
Never.
I was like, have you seen the game?
Middle of the line.
Yeah, always.
Middle of the line.
Always.
Middle of the line.
You don't want to be near the front. You don't want to be near the end.
No. So the 4 of them get dragged into that room, and then they have to pick a shape, each of them. And there are no rules for how you're going to pick the shape. There's just a time limit, 2 minutes, and then you have to do it. And the shapes are the circle, the triangle, the square, and the umbrella, and you have to carve them out of that little sugar disc thing that they give you later. Technically, each line aligns with a shape already, but there are no rules when you pick. But whoever in that room picks, you have picked the shape for your entire line that you left back there. So everyone sends in a tribute. What a hard situation to be in.
Do not send me in because I am not getting that umbrella, dog, and do not push me to it.
Listen to me. If it came down to the last few seconds, I'd take the umbrella because forget the fate of my line. I don't give a damn. For me, it's between me getting the umbrella or me getting the boot. And I'm not going to die on principle. I at least want the chance to mess with the umbrella. But let me tell you why 299 was so dumb, okay? 432 was never going to try to leave the game.
Absolutely
432 was not going to leave the game, and you were in a group with him. So if you had just said, hell no, I won't go, I'm not picking the umbrella, I do not believe that he would have gotten eliminated. I think he would have had like an enemy in the game, but he could have probably stayed in the game if he insisted on picking a different shape, because none of those guys were prepared to leave.
No.
None of them were prepared to go home. The way they got him though, man up, man up. I feel like that's hard for men to hear, you know? You hear man up and suddenly you have to do something. I don't know. I'm assuming, but it's like a trigger for men. You say that to them and they have to do something. And even if they don't want to do it because you've questioned their manhood or something, nonsense.
All 3 of them were on the same tip. It just felt very intentionally malicious. And in any other environment, I would feel very sympathetic towards Spencer. But knowing that this is the game you're coming into, you should have kind of prepared yourself a little more.
They threw a lamb into the lion's den. And then in the confessional, I'm a mommy's boy. I've always been a mommy's boy. I was pissed for the people in his line. When I saw him crying, if I were in his line and he started crying at the front, I would already know we're doomed. Yeah. This guy has doomed us. This guy, you've lost the mental game before you even went in the room because you're crying and dry heaving right there. There's 4 of you.
That was hard to watch.
And 3 people can see that you're already breaking. They don't even have to say it to each other. It's understood that that's the guy we're going to break.
Yeah. Somebody from his own line came up, another player, to console him, which was very sweet and comforting. But did not seem to do much.
They all tried. So at first they all tried to gather around him. Then somebody said, give him some space, because they saw he was about to have a full-blown panic attack. And then he was like clutching his knees and stuff. And then somebody came up there and some woman was weakly like, you got this, Spencer, from the back. Spencer doesn't got this. And you know what the frigging nail in the coffin was? When he was going inside, the mom, Leanne, yelled, be honorable. That is an LDS church-going dude. He heard the words, be honorable, then went inside and gave a speech about let's all spit on each other. Just like, bro,
first of all, that was a very strange thing to say.
Think about yourself.
Really weird.
I mean, come on. That woman sealed his fate. If he was on the brink, her yelling, be honorable, pushed him over the edge. Oh, I know you can all hear me. Spit on each other's cookie. You're dumb. You are done.
In the next, 5 seconds?
You have doomed yourself and you have doomed your line. And you really could have come out with a different outcome. And you broke up the cookie anyways. And you didn't even pass. Oh my God. When they came into the room, everybody who came into the room for their line was cheering on their person who got them to shape.
Yeah.
But when 299's group came in, the hate was palpable. The whispers.
People walking past him like, ugh, idiot.
Someone called him an idiot. Someone called her an idiot.
He can't even look us in the eye.
The whispers would have had me bawling my eyes out. I'd have saturated that cookie with my tears. If I were $2.99, I wouldn't have needed a lick of spit. When I heard the people whispering, oh, is he here? Do you see him? Oh my God. Oh my God. That would end me. That would end me.
Can I go home, please?
And then the way when he got the cookie thing, he just crumbled to the side like he had been shot already. Oh my God.
He had such a severe anxiety response that I was certain he needed Xanax and did not bring Xanax.
He needed so much. He needed God in that room. He needed everything. He crumbled. I'm glad he didn't make it, because when he went back, he would have either been the punk that ruined his whole team's chances, or he would have been the guy that got bullied.
Player 134, Danny, and player 101, Kyle, who got rid of player 200, they both lost doing their...
She said it was karma.
Yeah, she said I chose to hurt somebody instead of helping them, so this is karma.
That girl had demons.
She really did.
Her confessions had me thinking hard.
Yeah. She seemed very insecure about herself and felt like this is an opportunity to prove herself. And
I appreciated her honesty.
Yeah, but I just felt like she needed a hug or something.
I wish I could have hugged her through the screen, but I appreciated her honesty. That was really amazing. I don't know if I could ever be that vulnerable on TV like that.
No, not me.
But
I'm not even like that, people I know.
Then I was happy 101 left, because what a horrible actor.
Oh my goodness. First of all, the minute that he came out of the room after peeling carrots, oh, what fun was that, huh? Shut the up.
I guess I'll see you later. Wink, wink. You might as well add the wink, wink.
God, honestly. And then when he walked up to the group of other players that he was talking to, he was so bad. This guy and just before that, he had mentioned how intelligent he was and that his redneck appearance was not to be...
He was from Kansas or something? All of Kansas is humiliated by you, if that's where he's from. Or Kentucky, I think he said.
He just should not have made that comment after, before having done that, because it just...
He humiliated his state or his city. You should never have said where you come from, because you have given those people a bad name.
Yeah.
Coming out there, oh, I'm intelligent. Not enough to hide what you did.
Yes, And when they announced who got eliminated, people from across the room saw clear through him.
He was like, gosh, golly, gee, how could that have happened? But you know what friggin' killed me? And I don't know if you picked this up. 134, the girl, she walks past 200 and she's trying to emotionally distance herself from him, because she says, excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
You know exactly who that is. Don't pretend you don't know who that is. You eliminated him. He's a dead man walking, and you're one of two people who knows it. And she's like, excuse me, sir. She was trying not to know him. I don't want to know anything about you. I don't know where you're from. Nothing. Because that decision was going to be hard. Her acting was so much better. Those two women that were talking to her, They were like, oh, 101 is so sus. He must have been up to something. I don't know who else though. They know who else.
Of course, because
They're
they
trying
were
to
together.
you guys went to a room together.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
now something's going down.
You know what's something I also thought was funny? When they were giving out food in the first bit, there was a player that hid his first tin and went and got another tin.
I know who you're talking about. I wrote this guy down.
On top of that, when people were finished with their food, he went around and ate everybody else's leftovers.
Yep.
And a player named, what was it, Jada saw
97. He went around taking other tins and stuff like that. Oh my god.
And then what I thought was hilarious was that in the next episode, when a player named Hasnan wins what was that? The call reward or whatever, the food.
Oh gosh.
She snatches up his cheeseburger.
You know what? Yeah. So 97 saw that man steal food and she lost all of her morals.
Yeah.
She lost all faith in humanity and she realized, oh shit, I'm in a game. And when that burger came out, she snatched it. It's like, I know what to do now. I didn't know before, but I know now.
She's like, this is the best burger I have ever had.
Oh my God. Spencer also was talking a lot about God. God chose me. Calm down, Spencer. Brighton, yeah. Brighton was talking a lot about God. God put me on this earth. God chose me. I was put here for a reason. Calm down.
There was not much about him that did not annoy me. He was just overall a lot to take in. Very abrasive. Just wow. Overall.
Ugh. Did not like him at all. What would be your strategy for getting at that cookie?
If I were at the umbrella?
Yeah, if you had the umbrella.
My strategy would be to probably lick it down from the center, do the top part, like so it's tacky and sticks to the tin, do the top part of the umbrella, carefully do like the underground, arches.
Yeah.
And then from the bottom part, I wouldn't start all the way at the bottom as people do. I would start at the tip of the metal part of the umbrella. Because I feel like that would be a better strategy around it. What about you?
I would be spitting on the top of the cookie instead of licking the back.
So like it's submerged?
Yeah, because there's grooves, that carve out the shape. So I would be spitting right in there and letting it saturate. Some people's tins were overflowing.
Spencer, okay, first of all, I did not notice it the first time, and it was pointed out to me when I watched it again that Spencer's tin looked like he essentially was just vomiting in his tin.
He was sweating. He was leaking out of every orifice of his body.
He was crying. Help.
He was vomiting. He was sweating. Lord only knows what his underwear looked like.
Poor man.
That man was not well. When he turned to the side after his thing exploded, he just clutched himself. I felt bad for him. But you did yourself dirty. Oh, everyone can see me. Let's all... Stupid, man. You like... The girl who freaked out at the on the other side when she saw him shake hands with 432. Is this real life? Is this real life? That would have been me. That's
our villain. You can't trust a villain.
It must seem so easy from the other side, but being in that room 2 minutes, everyone's faded. You got, oh, wow.
Yeah, especially when you're a personality so passive with such strong people in there.
And he came in there already questioning so much about his life. Mm-hmm. He was not prepared to be so unliked.
Yes. I think that's a downfall. If you go into the show with the main goal of being liked, you are not going to survive. It's not possible. Not everybody is going to like you. They just won't.
Man, if I looked over and I saw that little punk was on my line, I'd be like, feeling pretty good that I'd get my shape.
I would be more upset about the fact that if I were in his line and I have to do the umbrella, I do not want to be sitting in a room with you hearing you vomiting into your can, okay?
You sealed our fate. Deal with it.
That's a hindrance. Like,
shut up.
Some extra time for that.
You're going to vomit in my can.
Is this a biohazard? Like, somebody, this is not safe.
My tears would have filled my can.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one thing I wonder is if you're overflowing the candy, couldn't you possibly risk breaking the shape as well?
Let me tell you something. I would not give anything away through body language. If that thing broke, I would wet it so much that I would put it back together. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so wet that I'd just some of those people were just like, ugh, I would make no noise if mine broke.
I don't know.
Okay?
I think like that seems like an easy task in your head, but I don't think it's that easy to repair it.
I'd be trying. I would
You're
not
gonna
be
get
like,
shot.
ugh.
You get shot immediately. There's so many cameras in the room. They're gonna be watching you at all times.
Yeah, I'm just going to have my finger on the part that broke and then sweating like a mofo. My finger's probably going to heal that thing.
First of all, finger on the part that broke reminded me people that get it far enough, like 90% done, and then take it out of the tin and do the rest in their hand.
Fools!
What are you thinking?
Why do you think it will go better in your hand than on a tin where it has a flat surface?
Exactly.
Foolishness.
That's how Spencer got out. But you know what? Sorry, no.
He had his reaction when he got out and the music they played. First of all, whoever did the editing for this, phenomenal work.
Bravo. Yeah, the music was on
Phenomenal
point.
work. Okay. Would you have picked up the phone when it first came through?
No.
Me either. That is a fool's errand.
I watch horror movies.
Never
Never the first person.
Nope. There's a room of like 300 of us, okay? Obviously, the odds are that the one person who picks up the phone is going to be the one in jeopardy.
Yeah, and what are even the benefits? Like, he got a cheeseburger and fries. Oh,
He didn't even get that food. They came for him so hard. Oh, wow. People lost all dignity, decorum, everything. Those burgers came out and the claws came out. We all saw Jada make out with a burger. But then why answer it the second time? So dumb.
Again, human nature. The desperation to eliminate player 432 was eventually his downfall. Even when he picked up the phone, he did not wait for the instructions and just immediately said, I want to eliminate 432. He's getting on my nerves.
Allowed himself to be consumed by hate. And then he got the task, try to convince someone else to pick up the phone, and chocolate muffin was the answer.
So dumb.
Oh, who wants a chocolate muffin? Oh, there's a chocolate muffin. Are you a fool?
Yeah.
I would have been pretending that there was a very easy riddle that I was trying to solve in order to win a prize.
I would just say there's a math equation and I have no idea what they're saying to me. I would come up with a derivation on my own, and whatever the hell that lady is saying, I would be responding to things that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
She'd be like, whoa, hold on. I don't, derivatives? Are you 20 players? Okay.
Say
Wait.
something.
No.
Like, pique someone's interest. Try to get them on the phone. Well, which 20 are you talking about? Why does it have to be them? Am I the one who has to pick? Well, wait, please explain it to me again. Anything. This guy's like, chocolate muffins. If someone picks up the phone, that's the equivalent for adults of like a white van pulling up saying, do you want candy to kids? Why would I want that?
No.
Oh, chocolate muffin if you go get the phone.
Yeah, him just standing by the phone, listening to instructions, taking a sip of his water every like 3 seconds. Okay, bro.
He was panicking and it was clear on his face, okay? I felt bad for him at first because I really related with him wanting to get out 432. But as soon as he pulled that muffin thing out of his hat, I was like, go home.
Yeah.
You're not serious. Go home. Muffins. Anyhow, I think we're going to wrap it up here, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially if you stuck around this long. Let us know what you think is going to happen in the comments down below. Please, no spoilers for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.